Good morning and welcome. I'm excited to share another card with you today. I had some requests on how to do a flip-up card, and so I'm going to show you this. It's a simple pop-up card actually. So I'm going to be using the Splendid Thoughts stamp set. I love this set. It has some wonderful paper that goes with it. We're going to be using some of that DSP and just show you a fun card here. So we're going to start with some mint macaron cardstock, and I've just cut it to 11 by 4 1/4, like my card base. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do the outside for you real quick, just so that can kind of dry. So this is some of the DSP from that same set, that bundle. Super shimmery, super pretty. I'm just going to put some vellum behind it to just kind of let that shimmery paper show. So for this, since it's going to be behind the card, I'm actually going to use some of my tearaway tape on there to make sure that it sticks on there well. But I'm going to do it kind of underneath where that paper is going to be so that you won't see it. That makes sense. Okay, if you're like me, need a little help with these. Your Pick a Pick tool is awesome for this. It's like a really skinny fingernail. Get right under there. I'm just going to take it, I'm going to center this on the front of my card here. So this is just a 1/4 inch shorter on each side, this vellum. So it just kind of softens up the background. And then I'll just stick this on with our mono. It's already printed, so we got this pretty picture on there. So that's going to be the front of my card. Okay, now going inside, I've cut 2 panels. And these are a little bit, you notice they're a little bit shorter than this on this side, right? So these ones are 4 by 4 1/4, sorry, 4 1/2. It's 4 1/2 this way by 4. So that's typically what we do when we have 4 1/4. We do 4, so we have that little 1/8 of an inch on each side. The reason I made it only, how far is it? The reason I made it only 4 1/2 this way instead of 5 1/4 is because my moving mechanism is going to be right there. You guys notice on here, can you see the ladybug? I just noticed that today. How cute is that? So that's going to go right there. And then we'll have this one up top. Okay, so now the key to this is this little piece right here. Okay, so you can do this any size. I've done many different sizes. You just want to, the way that I did it was I made it so that this piece right here is just over 1 inch. So it's like 1 inch and 1/4 here. This part that sticks up. It depends on the length of your card as to how tall you want to make it. So you want to be able to stick it under the edge of this thing and still have it kind of, it's not ever going to lay flat. Mine will still stick up, and that's kind of the point of it. Okay, so this piece starting out, I made it 3 1/2. And so then I scored it at 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch and then cut that in half. Okay, so I'll show you how to put this together. We're going to go back to our sticky strip here because this is the moving part. We want it to be kind of, we want it to hold together. So I'm going to put this on here, tear it away on the other side. This is the easiest way I found to kind of assemble this. Burnish that in. We'll peel this off. Got to put my glasses on. Can't see what I'm doing. Should have started with those, huh? Okay, so I'm going to burnish this away, or burnish it and then peel this away, like so. And I'm doing it so that the mountain is going up in the middle. Okay, so I've got it like this. So then I'm going to take the panel that I want here. This is the same width, so I made this middle part the same width as my panel. I'm going to put it on here just a tiny bit to the right of the fold, so it's not like in the fold. Stick that down. Do the same with the other side. It's a little eager there. Wants to hold on. Okay, so this is my moving part. Now some people cut a slit here. They have something sticking in there. That's just difficult. I don't know, I didn't like it like that. So then when I fold it, it's going to have a little border. It's going to fold flat like this. Okay, so now I can take this part and put my adhesive on the back. And I'm going to use Mono on here just because I want to make sure that I get it lined up. And if you use that sticky, that tearaway tape, it's going to, wherever you put it, that's where it's going to be. So you have a little more time to wiggle it around if you use the Mono. So I'm going to eyeball my little 1/8 of an inch border there. Stick that down. And I'm just doing one side at a time. You can be brave and try and glue it all at once. I think I would make a mess. So you just turn it and do the other side. And again, try and get it that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then just to make sure it's lined up, I'm going to fold it. That way if it's not quite lined up, it can move around a bit and get where it needs to be. And there's your pop-up. I don't know what that little... There's your pop-up right there. Ta-da! Easy as that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this card. Oh, look, and I did it this way. It's fine. Doesn't matter. My butterflies or my ladybugs are crawling down. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this card, show you how to put the panel on there. So I've gone ahead and I've used our stitched rectangles to cut out all the papers that I need. So this is going to go right on here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp on here. So I'm using the Splendid Thoughts again. That's our stamp set of choice today. And I've gone ahead and die cut some of these little shapes out of it. So I wanted to show you how to get these to line up. So I went ahead and cut them out. So I die cut them out. So I've just got the blank shapes. I did them on one sheet. And I went ahead and I laid it on my Stamparatus. I'm going to take my stamps that go in there. This guy and this guy here. Make sure this is in the corner there. And you just kind of fit it in there. Wiggle it until it feels like it's in the grooves. Oops, upside down. If you get it to not hold on to your fingers. Okay, now they should be lined up just right. So then what I do is I go ahead and I will stamp it on the Stamparatus just to make sure that it is actually lined up right.